because I'm gonna level. I'm gonna say not level up. I'm gonna level up.
You're gonna level up.
So again, the Pokédex status for me. Let's check out the Pokédex for Scene 15 and Zone 4. Hey, I've
seen 14 and Zone 4. What what Pokemon have you seen that I have not? One extra one.
I've seen both Metabon and Kakuna.
Me too.
Pidgey, Randan.
Oh, you've seen both Nidorans.
Yeah, I've seen both.
I haven't seen the male one, so.
Diglett and Diglett. And Geodude. And
Onix. Yeah, that's the last one for me too. So, Pokemon status?
I have a level 15 Bulbasaur, or a Pong, from the original, the first popular video game ever. That must know it as the first video game ever, which is probably really correct. Level 10, Nidoran, Pidgey, and Rattata.
And I've got a level 13 Squirtle, a level 11 Pikachu, a level 10 Nidoran, and a level 9 Pidgey.
And that's it would be yes.
Yeah, I think
if it wouldn't be for my Bulbasaur, maybe it would be a more balanced battle.
Yeah, but I think you know, the thing is that you have an advantage in terms of you have type coverage over my Squirtle. That's true. However,
that's going to be a huge thing in the battle, though.
That's true, but you do not have type coverage over any other of my Pokemon. Well, I have type coverage over your Pidgey.
Yes, but let's say the battle between me and my Bulbasaur against your Squirrel, it's gonna end quickly. It's gonna end quickly.
Well, yeah, probably.
Wine Whip will probably do a lot of damage on him.
It will. I don't think it will one-hit me, but
it one-hitted a rock type.
A rock ground.
A rock ground.
Onix is rock ground, so it did quadruple damage.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's why that's why you did.
Yeah. So there is, however, the likelihood. It's not high, but it's
true.
It's still there.
My theory is that if I play my cards right, I can beat you.
Yeah.
But if I don't, if I make one mistake, then I'm out.
Yeah. The biggest thing is gonna be the battle between the starters. That's just.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna.
That's just the big thing.
If my Bulbasaur goes out first and you put out your Squirtle, that's gonna set how the battle is gonna go. If you switch him out, doesn't matter who you switch him out. My Bulbasaur will do the damage to them all.
Yeah.
And just let's face it, I will probably switch him out.
Yes. But I think if I can take down your Bulbasaur, if I were to be able to take down your Bulbasaur, I could possibly force my Pikachu against your Pidgey as the final bout. It would be possible, and I would be possibly able to kill you.
But if I go by a good plan, I would probably use my Rattata next after my Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
His quick attack is gonna do a lot.
True.
I will, even if I go up against like your Pidgey, which is not gonna be anything much. I will still do I will do quick attack and attack him first.
Yeah.
I will probably take him out.
It's very possible.
It's very possible.
Not in one turn, but you will take him out.
Yeah, I will most likely take him out. Let's see. Yeah. Wait. My attack. Yeah. Let's check out your Pidgey. And my attack is higher than yours, and well, my defense is lower, but my speed is a lot higher. I'm going, from what I can see, I'm probably gonna do a lot of damage to you.
Yeah, definitely. I might do some quite good damage on you because I still have a higher attack than your defense.
Yeah, that's gonna be the biggest thing.
But I think one of the big things also is that I believe that the flying type, if I'm not mistaking myself, the flying type moves are, well, no, Gust is normal type in this.
It's a normal type in this.
I forgot that. So that's a physical, yeah.
Yeah,
that's pretty good damage.
You could do pretty good damage, but it's still gonna probably not be enough to defeat my quick attack.
No, not in terms of...
Not in terms of speed and
no,
such.
Definitely not. However, let's check out the starters, just for stats. Yeah, your attack is better, your defense... Yeah, you're
better
all around.
Yeah. And the best thing is, even if he goes up against your Pikachu, he's totally fine.
But I think... I think one of the big things is, you're 2 levels higher than me.
Yeah. That is probably the biggest thing.
That's the biggest thing. If I were at the same level as you, we would be pretty... I mean, you would still probably beat Squirtle, but we would be at least on kind of even ground.
Yeah.
On at least
But, like, you
level.
still have the difference of having your Pikachu on a higher level than most of my... We're kind of balanced level-wise, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, Pikachu has, like, he has 20 attack and 26 speed. That's really good speed.
He's faster than all my guys, which is why I would mostly want Rattata against him. Pikachu does not have good defense. That's just his biggest weakness. If I have my Rattata against him, my attack may not be high, but if I use Quick Attack all the time, so I will defeat him.
True. However, one thing I'm noticing is that while Pikachu's attack is good, Thunder Shock is an electric attack, which means it's a special attack. So it would be special against special, meaning that I have 16 against your 11. Now that is
gonna be good. Yeah.
That is gonna be.
It's not as good as your. It's not as good as your 20 against 13.
True. That's I think one of the big things that I need to think about with this Pikachu is getting a physical attack on him. That would be a very good
looks on, because Pikachu just. I think the Pikachu just normally gets more attack power than the...
Yeah, I think one of the big things also is that stab. One thing I'm not thinking about in this context also is stab, same type of attack bonus. So, I mean, thinking about it that way, I mean, Thunder Shock is doing half more damage. It's doing 1.5 times damage against your special. You know, it would be doing what? 24. It would be counting basically a 24 special stat versus your 11 special. So that's also a big factor. Same type of attack bonus is always a factor. So, but I mean, like I say, I mean, you have a much better chance at the moment of beating me. But I think as the game progresses, I think we're going to be pretty evenly matched by the end.
Yeah, by the end we will probably be that. But at the moment, I have a slight advantage if we just looked by it like this.
Yeah.
I'm more equally leveled at the moment, and at the moment I just trained my Bulbasaur right.
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't train my Pokemon thinking of, you know, distributing the levels. I trained my Pokemon because I wanted Pidgey to at least be at level 9, and then I thought, okay, I want Pikachu to be at a decent level before I, you know, go and fight the water gym, basically at this level. So it's really...
You just, because of your biggest focus being that, you would have to have the Pikachu in higher level, since you're probably not going to be able to use him that much in Mount Doom.
This is very true.
Mount Doom!
Mount Doom! We're going to Mordor, everybody.
But, so looking at our HP, you have a pretty good HP difference between between some of them. But I still have better HP, I think, all in all.
Yeah, all around.
But mostly probably because I'm like 2 levels higher.
Yeah.
But I think you have to give Bulbasaur that. Bulbasaur does get a lot of HP.
Yeah.
He is a defensive type.
Bulbasaur is a very defensive type, and I think also as he develops, he is going to be getting like poison powder and stuff. So he's going to be going to be inflicting.
I think we're also like forgetting the factor that we have like my Nidoran, who. He may not be look like a much of a threat, but at the moment he does have 17 in speed, and he does have Horn Attack, which is pretty powerful.
One thing that is, though, with the Nidorans is that they are specialized, because Nidoran male is attack focused, while Nidoran female is defense focused. And if you go back to your stats on your Nidoran, let's say these two go up against each other. You have 17 attack versus my 17 defense, while I have 16 attack versus your 13 defense. So that's also going to be a big factor. Plus, again, same type of attack bonus, I think.
Yeah,
well, actually,
I get the speed, though. I get the speed.
You have the speed, so you will beat me in terms of speed. But
your defense is what might save you if they go up against each other. But if we look at it from my perspective, though, because of my Horn Attack, I might do more damage.
Oh, yeah. Horn attack, that's a normal attack, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a normal, but it does do quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, it does.
According, just compare it because Horn attack does surprisingly a lot of damage because it's a really powerful normal type move at the beginning.
Yes.
That's why you really want him. That's why you really want him. He has pretty good attacks in the beginning.
Yes, he does.
And he does really get good attacks in all.
Indeed.
My Pidgey at the moment, well, he does have pretty good stats.
Yeah. Let me see. What?
Your stats are...
Well,
you will probably rival them. No, you will probably have a bit better. I think yours was... What?
Well, mine is one level lower, so
yeah,
that also is a factor.
Yeah, it is kind of better capturing Pokemon as low level as you get, but at the moment we just don't have the time or the chance to do it because it would take a lot more time to do it.
Yeah.
And besides, training them from level 2 if we find one would take a lot of time, and as we said, we're
pretty busy people.
Yes. But I think you will not rival my attack.
No.
That's probably where I beat you.
Yeah. I think the only factors I might be able to beat you is defense and speed.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the really big factors.
You will at least rival me in speed. That's the thing. You defeat me at speed, defense. Unless I like buff myself up with some medicine stuff.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But a big factor is gonna be the ones that find rare candy.
Yeah. I'm very averse to using rare candies. I don't really use them unless I'm forced to.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, in this situation, it might be really useful using them for Pokemon that are really slow leveling up.
Yeah, that's true.
If we are in a problematic situation, like when we have to get like a guy to a certain level, we are like, if you have a rare candy, it would really help. If you need, because speed leveling them up is actually what we need to do a lot in this.
Indeed.
Like, which is why we want to do as little of switching Pokemons as we can.
Exactly. One big thing is also going to be the for at least, if you want to level all of your Pokemon at once, one big factor is also going to be that later in the game you can get the experience all, which was only in this game, which I found really cool. But that's going to be a very big factor where you're going to be able to distribute all of your experience over all of your Pokemon instead of just having one Pokemon that gets all.
But that also depends on if we get the amount of Pokemon in the Pokédex we need.
Yeah, that's also true.
Because we might not be that lucky.
That's true.
We've been pretty lucky with Pokemon at the moment, but and we've been kind of like mehing over some of them, like we can do this, and then like I gave up that perfectly fine Kakuna.
Yeah.
Which I could have used for that game, but. We still, like I said, we will have around, Pidgey evolved 3 times? 3 times?
Well, let's see.
If we're lucky, we will have, we won't have near to 30, and I think it's 30 at the minimum.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think it's 50.
Yeah, I think it's 50. And I mean...
We need to be really lucky if we're going to get that high.
Yeah, that's true. And I think also, one of the big things is that we're either going to be doing a big level grinding session before or after the Elite Four, and during that session, maybe let's say you do a level grinding session before the Elite Four.
But only the person that wins the Elite Four gets this.
Yeah, that's true. That's really the only benefit.
I think there would be we will have to decide the level amount that it will be. You can max level maybe if you have 6. You can max level all of them. About certain level, you can only do say that you get 10 levels in total. You have to distribute these levels upon all the Pokemon at the same.
Also, one interesting thing that we could do is that instead of just going by, who beats the Elite Four first, we could have it points. For instance, I know I'm referencing this even though it doesn't have anything to do with this. In Worm 40K, you can play by kill points. Where, if you kill a certain squad, you get a kill point. If you kill a certain character, you get a kill point.
Mm-hmm.
And so it would be if you have, by the end, if you have this item, you get a point. If you have this Pokemon, you get a point.
Mm-hmm.
We could also go by that, but, then again, tallying those up is going to take a while.
Yeah.
So I guess that's also something we have to think about. So.
So like it would probably also point to the gym battles, probably.
Yeah.
The thing, like, also having our focus is set on like very simple tasks, like trying to get to the Elite Four and eat at every other gym as fast as we can, with already the goals we have in mind.
Exactly.
That will already make things difficult enough, though.
Definitely.
Like thinking about trying to get certain items will maybe put us on a lot of detours.
Yeah.
And we're going to be going on a lot of detours with level grinding.
That's true.
And going up against trying to get certain items will probably halt our. Because we already have to get the legendary birds.
Yeah, and I mean, we also have, like, later in the game, we're going to be having to make some pretty difficult decisions on what Pokemon we really want to try and catch for the team.
And what we're going to train of the Pokemon to catch.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like, getting Ghastly would, well, it would be great getting Gengar.
Yeah.
But in the moment, we can't really do that.
No, and really also, like, with those two main Pokemon, like Gengar and Alakazam, we'd have to trade for that, which is, that's also a factor, so, yeah, I think that's...
But I think we should probably allow the viewers to decide on rather the trading part. Because
well, yeah, I mean, this isn't going to be uploaded until, like, a long time from now.
So, like, deciding the trading part is actually the hardest thing, because that will decide a lot about what Pokemons we will focus on getting.
Yeah.
Because, let's face it, having Gengar with Hypnosis and Dreamy, these two things, this would be great.
Yeah, that's true, but...
However, we could just as well get a Drowsy and a Hypno.
Yeah, I just don't like them.
Yeah.
I really hate them.
But it's not like we have a choice sometimes. So.
True. But one thing you also got to think about is, like, a Gengar with Hypnosis and Dream Eater, that's really good. But you also got to factor in that, let's say he goes up against an Alakazam, and Alakazam is one of the fastest Pokemon in this game.
Yeah, that's true, but, like, Gengar is really weak against all of his attacks to begin with.
Yeah, well, wasn't Psychic the weakest of the three types? Psychic, Dark, and Ghost?
No, I think Ghost and Psychic are weak against each other.
Well, I do believe that Ghost is weak against Ghosts. I'm pretty sure on that front.
If you use Foresight on Ghost Pokemon, they're weak against normal types.
That's well, like yeah, I know that. That's the point of the move. But I'm not sure. It's been too long since I've used a Ghost type. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Ghost type moves are super effective on Ghosts.
Well, it's something we need to check out.
They're their own worst enemy.
But it's something we need to check. And also, there's just not that much variety of Ghost moves.
Also, one thing I forgot is, of course, that Gengar is Ghost Poison. Which means that
he is weak against...
He's very weak against Alakazam's attacks.
So, like, putting up against him to begin with, you only have one choice. If you survive, you would have to rely on your Hypnosis.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much your only way out.
But and that's like estimating that you survive.
Yeah, but we really deviated from the path we were on. We were just talking about our teams. Now we're talking about the future of the Let's Play.
Anyway, at the moment we have a pretty solid game, pretty solid team.
Yeah.
From what the looks of it is, I will need not that much experience to level them up. I'll probably get an Ivysaur in the next session. Almost the same experience. Almost the same between these two. Almost.
I think
they're like 5 levels between them.
Yeah. I think we're both going to get the starter to evolve next episode, next recording session.
But I'm guessing from the looks of it, I'll probably be ahead of you.
Yeah. Counting on the fact that you have 1 level to go, I believe that Squirtle evolves at
18.
18, yeah.
Like,
so yeah, I still have a ways to go. I mean, 5 levels. I think I can still make that next recording session, but it's gonna be kind of.
But I think I will probably be the one that wins the next challenge, to the gym leader.
Yeah,
it's the most likely good. But I would say that we have to go to Bill's house first.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. That's also a good chance because
that would give you also a chance to like level up if you go that way. But
yeah, but I think one of the things is that we both have one Pokemon each that is good against Misty, so it's really just
you can catch your grass type there.
Yeah, I know. I don't think I'll be using a grass type though. I think if I'm looking towards the future, what I'm kind of like hoping to get for my team would probably be Vulpix as my fire type, and then possibly maybe an Abra, or
Abra would be good, but
I'm not sure. I'm not. Really
it's
sure.
really hard deciding now because we don't even know if we will be able to level them up until Alakazam's.
Yeah, and I mean like
evolving.
Abra is really tough to train because he comes with only teleport.
Yeah.
So I mean it's like catching a Kakuna or a Metapod. It's really hard to train at first.
A good thing to capture though, if you are even able to get an Abra, a good thing to capture is actually an Otis. Otis is a very good Pokemon when you get him to Vileplume.
Yeah, I just don't like him. I really
I was on that too. I was a lot like that first. But I have a Vileplume in my Fire Red game and
yeah.
Like Vileplume is very useful. He's grass poison. He light just like how Venusaur is. But however, he does learn a lot of good acid move, and he is actually quite useful because he learns healing moves.
Oh yeah.
Like Mega Drain. I taught him Mega Drain. You get like the TM for it, but it's really good to use him, especially when you're up against guys that are weak. Because if you put him against guys that he is strong against, use that move, you can fully heal him if he's small.
Oh yeah.
So that's a big factor if you look at it like that.
True. Also, one thing I might consider, I'm not 100% sure I'd be against doing it, is getting a Geodude and going up to Golem. I don't think that would be too bad.
No, Golem is a really good Pokemon.
Oh,
I used the Golem in level 100 in my silver game.
Yeah.
But then it's also the factor about trading.
Yeah, I think maybe if we decide both to use a Pokemon that would have to be traded to evolve, then I think that would be a really good factor because then we just trade to evolve each Pokemon and then trade them back.
Well, then there's also the factor of whether we decide whether we will allow this or not.
Yeah. So I guess the big thing is there's gonna be a lot of factors to think about in the future. So yeah.
So my trainer card looks like this. One badge. Amount of money.
Looks like this. I have a little less money. We have the same time, and I have one badge as well.
Yes.
But then again, I did beat Red, and I bought quite a few more Pokeballs than you.
Yeah. I have quite a bit of. Yeah.
Yeah. So
we should be ready here. I'm gonna save again just.
Yes, me too.
Okay. So this was the first session. The road to Pewter City.
Yeah. So, I guess thanks for watching.
Yes.
If you enjoyed these
watching.
And
we will see you next time.
Yes, indeedy.
This is G20 signing off.
And this is SuperZlayer saying the exact same thing and signing off. Goodbye.
Bye.